Are you having trouble holding your irregular shaped jewelry pieces secure enough to work on them? In this video, you will discover two types of polymer and thermoplastic fixturing materials that will not only hold your projects extremely secure, but can be made into tools also. I'm Greenwood and welcome to my studio. Holding devices like vices, ring clamps, engraving balls, and sticky fixture materials like pitch, waxes, and shellacs have been the standard holding fixtures for years. When we entered the age of polymers and thermoplastics, these new materials opened up exciting possibilities for jewelers and metalsmiths. In this video, we will look at two of these fixturing materials, Thermo-Loc and Jett Basic. Please note that these materials are for holding your projects at room temperature, not used for soldering. Thermo-Loc is a gray polymer that comes in sticks and is hard at room temperature. It becomes soft and pliable when heated approximately 150 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. There are four methods to soften Thermo-Loc. Use a microwave, a standard oven heated to 170 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Put the Thermo-Loc in hot water at 175 degrees, or use a heat gun. I use two methods, a microwave and a heat gun. When using a microwave, I put Thermo-Loc on a ceramic tile or a supplied PTFE pad and heat for 20 seconds at a time until the Thermo-Loc is soft. Don't overheat and be careful checking the temperature with your fingers. If you smell a strong plastic odor or see smoke, the Thermo-Loc is overheated. Let it cool before touching. My preferred method to heat the Thermo-Loc is with a heat gun. The heat gun gives me more control over the heating process and I can spot heat areas. Plus, I can reheat the Thermo-Loc when a piece of jewelry is already attached. This avoids putting metal into the microwave. When using the heat gun, evenly heat the entire piece of Thermo-Loc. You will notice the surface becoming shiny. This is when it is reaching its softening temperature. Check the softness. If not completely soft, continue heating. Do not try to rush this step. The heat gun can overheat the Thermo-Loc very quickly. When the entire piece of Thermo-Loc is soft, you are ready to attach it to any holder. After attaching to a holder, form the Thermo-Loc to a shape to accept your jewelry project. You may need to reheat the surface slightly to mount your project. Here are different holders with Thermo-Loc attached. When attaching your projects, remember you have to remove your pieces when finished, like when you're setting a stone, etc. Use the minimum amount of Thermo-Loc needed to hold your piece in place. Don't just bury it deep in the Thermo-Loc. Avoid putting Thermolock in small cracks and spaces. This will help you to remove your project when you're done working on it. To remove your projects, heat the areas where attached. Try not to overheat them because the Thermolock will get sticky if overheated. Most often, after you've removed your project, you can peel or rub off the extra Thermolock. Any extra pieces of Thermolock can be reheated and reused. Bunch them together and make a thin disc. It will heat up and soften quickly for the next time you use it. Jett Basic is a thermoplastic that has many uses. It comes in small white pellets and is softened in hot water. I use a small crock pot and or hot plate to help keep the water heated to 165 to 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Pour the pellets into the hot water. You will notice the pellets becoming clear and sticking to each other. When all the pellets are clear, push all the pellets together and remove the lump. I like to use plastic tongs. A spoon works well too. Squeeze the lump of pellets into a single piece. Be careful, the lump will be hot. Now you are ready to mount to a tool or mold into any shape to fit your project. You can use the same attachment methods and tools as we used for the Thermolock. Here is a classic example why thermoplastics and Jett Basic are perfect for fixing your jewelry projects when setting a stone. Notice the space between the stone setting and the bottom wire of the ring. If I were to push down on the prongs when setting the stone, the entire top of the ring would bend flat and ruin the ring design. I'll put the ring in some Jett Basic supporting the prong setting. It is okay to use tools with Jett Basic. The setting is supported, and I'll check to make sure the stone will fit. Notice how the Jett Basic squeezed up into the setting, not letting the stone seat properly. Jett Basic can be tooled when it is cooled. I'll burr out the extra material to give the stone room to seat. After the stone is set, I'll remove the fixture and heat in water until it is soft. Removing the Jett Basic in some cases can be challenging, but keep softening and peeling the extra material away. Use tweezers if you need to get the small pieces removed. In some cases, some very small remaining pieces in small openings can be dissolved in acetone. Without Jett Basic, this setting would have been much more difficult. I like to use Jett Basic and Thermolock to make some tools and tool handles. Here are some examples. As you can see, Jett Basic and Thermolock have similar properties, do comparable jobs, and can be used over and over again for unlimited fixing situations. They can even be used to make that special tool or handle. You owe it to yourself to try Jett Basic and Thermolock. The more you use these thermoplastics and polymers, the more uses you will discover for them, making your jewelry and metalsmithing projects an experience much easier, more productive, and a lot more fun. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Check out my website, greggreenwoodjewelry.com. I'm Greg Greenwood, and I'll see you next time.